The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's a pleasure to see you all this evening. How are you all? There's a lot going on inside this space. Let's see. What's up? Good evening, y'all. What's going on? How is everyone doing this evening? How are you? Good evening. How was y'all's day? How was your day? There we go. Let me start this first. Trinley, what's up? Antoinette, what's up? Angela Paul, what's up? Sarah, what's up? Took me a little time to get right into the chat today. What's going on? My volume is low. Yes, I apologize. Good evening, good evening, good evening, friends. I apologize. I didn't have my microphone. That's why. Kia Bay, what's up? What's going on? How's everything going? Is my microphone better now, Antoinette? I believe it should be much better. Volume, sir. Volume. Ooh. Volume. Am I better now? Mic check 1 2 1 2. I think my mic was low because I guess because of what was going on. Doing well. Volume, sir. Volume is much better. Day was good. How are you, Tiffany? Saying what's going on. Volume, sir. Good evening. Helen, good evening. Margaret, what's up going on? All right. So where we can start, I guess. Buckner, Tiffany, what's going on? What's going on, Tiffany? Sonia, what's going on? Okay. And what's going on, Candy? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Okay, so I have not seen this skit as yet, right? There's a couple skits I haven't seen. We thought you're live streaming from under the bed. You thought I was streaming. I like that Bilderberg boy. Okay, so let's jump into this because it seems like Anthony was congratulated by Denisha for his great work today. Let's see exactly what this was about.
What you want me to come in the room for?
Well, do I really even have to have a reason?
No, but what brought on all this energy?
Well, seeing what you did, how you stood up for yourself, did something to me.
Woo!
So I said, come in. I owe you a reward.
Step into my room. Cause I got a little something for you, babe, in my room. Finally, we're all alone, girl. Lock all the doors and unplug the phone. My boy about to get some of the good. Is Anthony about to get some of the good? What y'all think? My boy about to knock it. What you mean she asked Anthony right now to come inside and knock it?
Knock it gently, knock it.
She want him knock it.
Knock it gently. Hold on, man. Not done with the rhythm. Not done with the rhythm. Knock your rhythm. Knock it. Boy.
That's what she's saying right now. She says she need the knockings right now. She need the knockings. It's for a treat. Someone says Anthony's about to go under the sea for a swim. Oh, good gosh. Nice. Oh, God, you better sing, eh? Knock it, man. What you mean? Knock it. Anthony, go and go. Oh, good gosh. Snack up on the BBL. Oh, don't do him so. Money lad. Don't. Money lad, not do him so. Oh, good gosh. You don't believe my boss can do what he needs to do. He must have something. Something. Let's keep watching.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, no. We definitely gonna get to that. She talking about the way I stood up for myself. Mm-hmm. And what way was that?
When you told her that you're not gonna give her $20,000.
I mean, what you think them girls run me, don't you?
Absolutely. But, you know, you did show me a different side, so I'm not gonna say that. Mm-hmm. But usually.
Yeah, but, you know, I learned in business that sometimes you have to let people talk. Especially in business, and then especially with women, you know, because Shayla thinking that, you know.
What do you mean you have to make people talk? Hold on. She's brutal with it, but I love it. You know what, Candy? I've always said that Denisha has there's a level of honesty to Denisha's personality that people can't appreciate. They look at the whole, the idolatry thing, and I get it. Nobody likes the idolatry thing, but I'm talking about other parts of the character that I like. Personally, I love Denisha's honesty. I don't know about nobody else. I think Money Law says the same thing. Malcolm and the gentleman them say the same thing as well. We like the honesty. You understand? My question is this. Is Anthony right not to pay $20,000 for the party? That's the question. Is he right with this? When him say he don't want to pay the $20,000, is he correct with this? Yes or no? What y'all think? Terrence, what's going on? What's up? What y'all think about that? In fact, I think the $7,000 is too much. But hey, I'm going to work with it. Lobster Nation, look here. I like the mere fact that she with it with Anthony right now. If you notice, Denisha was the only one who kept it real with Lauren about that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Monila. I'm watching certain things about Denisha. And like I said before, I'm not saying she's a saint. I'm not saying this. But Denisha has a way of being very honest. Look at how the other girls tried to basically make it look like they didn't know what was going on. And so they basically skirt around the issue. And it's about Wayne instead of about what it really is. I'm telling you, Kia B, I'm telling you. I'm not saying she don't have flaws like anybody else. But I'm saying there are certain attributes I love about the girl. They don't like it, but I like the attributes about it. Anthony's right, don't pay it. Didn't she have to tell him not to pay? Yes, I actually like her get down. Not the idolater, but the way that she treats Ant-Man, her whole demeanor. I'm telling you, Tiffany, there's a certain thing. He's most definitely right. Yes, because next year Shayla will ask for more, correct? He's going to spend the $20,000 on a whole bunch of lobster. Yes, $5,000 is still very generous. Very, very generous for a 2-year-old. Yes, somebody says yes, they say yes. I like Denisha aside from the idolatry. I'm telling you, aside from the idolatry. Me get it. Me not like the idolatry on no side. But when it comes to, there are certain things that Denisha is able to instill in him that I think him need. You believe he'll pay it? I would have stayed with the $5,000. That's plenty for a 2-year-old. Anthony takes care of both Shayla and Amber, but they don't appreciate nothing. They don't appreciate men who are soft with them. That's what it is. I will never understand why people are stuck on adultery when they are also fornicating. Thank you. Thank you very much, Deborah. Thank you. A true definition of a big sin, small sin. Thank you very much. I love that. I love it. I love it. There are certain attributes about the Denisha character I love. She does not sugarcoat or skating past the issue. She keeps it straight and to the point. That's what I love about her. I really, really love about the character. But I find that a lot of people, it's like they want her to do other things. I think he will still be paying the $20,000 at the end of the day. Well, let's see. It's too much for a child's birthday party. We don't know everything about Denisha, so how can you like a car? because I like certain parts of the character, Antoinette. Meaning, we like the way that each time someone asks her a question, she gives them an honest opinion. Listen to her yesterday. She gave Lauren an honest opinion. Everyone else was skirting around the issue and made it look like it wasn't Lauren's fault what Dan was doing. Amber skirt around the issue. The Honeypot kind of skirt around the issue. What it is? Shayla basically skirt around the issue. Delicia skirt around the issue. The only person that kept it real with her about what was happening was Denisha. That's why we're saying in that moment, and she's doing it again, where she's being honest with Anthony. It's way too much. She's honest. In the moment, that's what we're talking about. If you want to talk about something else, the idolatry, we can talk about that differently. We're talking about in this moment, in each moment that she's in. In some of the moments, she's very, very different with it. The hypocrisy is that nobody knows Dave, but they still love him. So what's the niche? Thank you. Thank you. What's different? People love the Dave character and nobody, but hey, it's almost like Denisha can't win for nothing. She can't say anything for nothing, even though she's very honest. I'm glad Anthony's communicating with Denisha because he never did that with Amber. That I also like. I love that as well too. I appreciate that, Jarena.
She's running me. She don't run me. I mean, look at our life. We are blessed. We have a beautiful home. I got a fine woman sitting on my lap telling me to come in this bedroom and come get it. It's flawless. No makeup. My son is asleep upstairs. He's healthy, thriving. Big Kai is healthy and thriving. See, they think they won in the world. But I won within. You know?
It's a good way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
When you make sense, you make sense.
And when you make millions, you make millions. And I make millions.
The money turn on Denisha just now, you know, man. So let's look at this. He about to pull that ponytail, eh? Nah, he communicated, but he embellished the facts. I think Denisha is helping Anthony to wake up. To an extent, because she basically is forcing him to a bit to wake up. We don't know everything about any of the characters in Skitland to have anything to go by what is shown in the present, like O'Neill always says, in the moment, thank you. That's what O'Neill does. Whatever I'm seeing is what I can judge. Because I don't have all of the data. Whatever I'm seeing, I'm saying based on this, I like this. I like Denisha. She keeps it real. It's just what it is. The character does try to keep it as real as she can. I actually like Dave. I don't like him for Amber, though. That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. I actually can appreciate the Dave character, too. How Amber doing him, that's a whole different case. But I do appreciate the Dave character. That's the funny thing. It was hard. It was hard to be a good husband to Amber. Even Dave is having problems. And Dave is a Even Dave heard the purring. She was purring just when him talk about the money just knowing that she had purr. She bought the realest female on the skits. A lot of times I just like her realness. I don't know about nobody else, but I like the realness that Nisha gives. I like the mere fact that the chick is able to say what's on her mind. Yesterday with Lauren, she did not sugarcoat it. Everybody else sugarcoated with Lauren yesterday. Denisha did not sugarcoat it. Even Delicia has been sugarcoating it. Denisha isn't a bird like the podcast girls. She's been real. Why was okay to spend money on her mother's party and not on his son? I don't think that's the case. He is spending money on his son. Is what Shayla asking for. Shayla is asking for these monies. It's almost like an entitlement way of asking for the monies them. That's what it is. Her mother have a yearly birthday party. Think about it, Margaret. Last year, Anthony spent $15,000 on the party. You saw the party last year that them spent $15,000 on. If I can even pull it up. You saw this party last year and you see what it was. This year they're asking for $20,000. Plus, she wants him to give her him credit card. Are we serious? Are we really having a conversation or are we not having one? People make it sound like no, Anthony's not spending on Kai, and it's the most ridiculous statement. It's not true. It makes it seem as though Kai, nothing is being spent on Kai. I don't like how we phrase it. It just doesn't make sense. It don't make sense, friends. I don't know. Maybe only I miss something. You mean with the party? But that wasn't. But again, let's work it out, though, Margaret. That wasn't Denisha asking for monies from Anthony. That was Anthony giving monies to Denisha. Shayla is demanding Anthony to pay monies. Demanding. Not Anthony's paying for it. She's demanding it. As though basically it's her monies. That's the difference that I would get with that.
And again, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Mm. Wait. Let me ask you something. How's it feel to make love to a millionaire?
I can show you better than I can tell you.
See, that's why I love you, girl. See, you about action. See, I'm about.
What? How it feels to what? Let me see what you're saying, Margaret. Margaret says Denisha said she deserves it. She not known him for 2 months. Give me the other statement you made, Margaret. No, she asked for the money for the party. No, I think he's the one that gave her monies for the party. Anthony's the one that has been fronting with the monies for the party. It's just Kai's birthday just don't value the money, but only it's not her business, my opinion. Well, he told her, and so she said, "Yo, hey, may I give my opinion on it?" Let me ask you this, Margaret. Would you want your spouse to tell you if she thinks you're overspending on something, yes or no? Because I think what's going on is Denisha realized that Shayla is the party is not really a party. It's not about the party. It's about Shayla trying to get her own way with Anthony. I don't think it's just the party. I think the bigger picture is that Shayla is trying to get her own way with him. I think that's what Denisha is saying. And so Denisha is saying, hey, bro, no. It's time for the knock it song. I'm going to play it again for you. Angelina taught Shayla that Anthony's money was Little Kai's money. Exactly. She's not his. So remember, they went on the phone. Shayla has no money. She thinks that because she has Anthony's child, the money is hers. Correct? That's what I say. Man is simple like syrup when it comes to women, but he always took care of his son. It just sound like him not take care of his son. I mean, like how that verbiage just sound. This is how you change Anthony's mind. Have a protest around his house with all the mothers holding signs up, calling him a cheapsteak. Then go to YouTube, do a boycott on him about the guy's birthday daddy party. He was giving Shayla $20,000 a month for maintenance, plus upkeeping of Kai, plus paying her and Angelina, plus the HOA expenses. It make it sound as though him not do anything though. My problem is it sound like he's not doing anything. I believe you. Terry, I believe you. It sound like it make it seem... okay, hold on, Margaret. You can't tell me, say, you like how this going. You can't tell me you like this. Margaret, let's go into the context of things. You can't tell me that these are the levels you're going. Now, listen, again, my part of this that I don't like, and I'm going to tell you my part of it, is that Anthony don't have any custody right now of the kid. But you can't tell me you like this.
Trying to take away from him for no reason.
Take away from him?
Yes. This perfect party for him that he's looking forward to, you're going to snatch that all because
Shayla.
of what? What's the reason?
Shayla,
What's the reason?
he
Tell
does
your
not
son right
care
here. He's
about
right here.
some damn
He cares.
SpongeBob birthday party.
It's not even SpongeBob.
You hold on. I don't know. Okay, I see what you're saying, Margaret. Margaret, you're saying you don't agree with the amount, but you don't think it's his girlfriend's business. That's fair. That's a fair statement. I will say this. I think that Anthony is seeking Denisha to assist him with a lot of things. I think that's what's going on. I think that he want Denisha's help in getting on game. I think that that's what Denisha is doing for him, though. I get your point, Margaret. But I think what Anthony is trying to do is that Anthony realized that Denisha can teach him some things he needs to know. And him probably need them. He needs them. Him honestly need the lessons. Sometimes as a man, you have to accept when a woman can teach you something. Or sometimes as a woman, you need to accept when a man can teach you some things. And I think Denisha is teaching him a lesson, because if you watch this and not tell me say you really not start having issues with it, it's something else.
Shayla.
See, that's how out of tune you are with your own child.
No, you know what's out of tune?
You're not taking my son when you treat him like this.
You know what's out of tune? You trying to keep me from my son. That whole back and forth that we just had, that's crazy. Don't you ever in your life try to keep me from my son. Talking about what I can and can't do for him and what I can't do with him. That is my son. I love him more than anything in this world. And you up here tripping off of a damn party. A party? He's 2 years old.
Don't cuss in front of my son.
Shayla, do not tell me what to do with my son. I am in his life. I'm a vital part of his life. I'm taking care of him, and apparently I'm taking care of you too. I'm paying your rent, your bills, and all that. And you're mad at me because, do you know, a 2-year-old's birthday party, if somebody would have given somebody $7,000 for a 2-year-old's birthday party, you know how much they'd have left?
This is just way. Look at this. Just watch this. Look at this.
The price I was going to pay?
And now you're raising your voice at me. Give me this back.
What are you doing?
Give me this back.
What are you?
Give me this
Shayla,
back.
what?
You're not taking my son. You're not taking my son with you.
Margaret, this is what I'm saying. This is what I think Anthony needs. He has to learn how to deal with this woman, because clearly him don't have no experience. And that's why I said I think Denisha is teaching him this. Denisha teach him to stand up and don't allow her to walk over him, because she was walking over him. That's what I think it is. And hey, I'm man enough to admit sometime a woman needs to teach her some things. Maybe some woman need to teach you. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, sometimes you just don't know, and a woman need to teach you some stuff. I'm perfectly fine with that. Only you not really see nothing wrong with that. You know what Denisha brings to the table? The common sense with people that Anthony doesn't have. Exactly. That's a value to a man. It's a small things, the cooking, being respectful while checking me. That's what I'm saying. Them seem like small things. Denisha might not have the business acumen or all those other pieces, but at least she'll tell him, say, dude, don't allow this lady to run wild in the place. Just don't allow her to do it. Anthony needs to come off his high horse. She has to let put Angelina in her place. On point, money law on point. Let's keep it a buck. It could be anyone with Anthony, and some of these fans would still have an issue. Denisha just happened to be on deck right now. That's who is teaching him the lessons. The entitlement, because she thinks that she has a child with Anthony, she's entitled to whatever she wants. Exactly. If something happens to Kai, only Shayla can make decisions. Correct. However, since Anthony has to deal with her, I agree with you, Margaret, but since Anthony has to deal with her, and that child has to come to the same house that him and Denisha are going to be at, the least Denisha can do is ensure that things run a particular way. Again, I'm not with the idolatry thing, but when you get in a lesson, you get in a lesson. You don't know how God going to teach you a lesson. And that's what I've learned about life. You don't know who is going to teach you a lesson. So what I've learned from a mentor of mine is, O'Neill, be very teachable. Even a child could teach you something. So you have to remain teachable. I think Denisha is assisting Anthony with picking up on a Shayla. That's what I think is going on. Can anybody tell me, what does Shayla financially pay for herself? Nothing. Nothing at all. Exactly. It's coming. Shayla is going to continue to force his hand, and they will soon go to court. Exactly. And that's what Denisha is doing. Denisha actually setting this thing up because I'm watching it in a petite. The way Denisha is pushing him to stand up for himself, eventually, them are going to court. And that's where they need to go. That's where they need to go. So I love it. Personally, I love it. Me love the lessons because it's lessons. I see it as lessons. Anthony need to stop picking Kai up from Shayla's house and meet them at the public. Exactly. That's going to be the next step. But it's almost like you have to be taking it in baby strides. How Anthony gave Denisha's mother $10,000 free cash. Why didn't he give his son? I think he did. But the point of the matter is how Shayla asking for the money, Pink Blue. It's not that... I don't think it's that Anthony doesn't want to give Kai any amount of money. It's that Shayla is just asking for monies. She's trying to basically rough Anthony up into these dollars. That's what she's doing. She try to rough him up. And you can't rough the dude up. You have to try to rough him up. It's just lessons. You have to just know the lessons then. Shayla's problem is that she thought after Amber that she would be the one in the mansion living the life. Correct. This child is not legitimized and has no rights. So if Anthony decided to cut everything off, she would have no choice but to go to court. Exactly. Exactly. Denisha needs to stay out of it and worry about her son's father. Well, here's the deal. Anthony brought her into it. Anthony keeps bringing Denisha into it. He's asking her opinion. So what she's doing is giving her honest opinion. And she has said, listen, my man, you have to find some way to deal with it. She is asking his opinion. Anthony is asking her opinion. He is doing that. Shayla thinks that she's entitled to Anthony's wallet. That's what's going on. They could have a pool party. They could have that, Margaret. They could have even that. And it wouldn't cost that amount of money. They are trying to rough the guy up. That's just what's going on, friends. You can't act like you don't see what's going on. She's trying again, I'm Anthony to legitimize the kid. But she's trying to rough him up. That's what's going on.
You are the worst. All this is
Look at this.
And I hope that you know I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I hate you. And I mean it. You are the worst. All the stuff that you put me and Amber through, I say that you're a truly selfish, self-serving person.
Now, I hear people just come up with titles and things, right? Now, imagine a man basically paying your rent and him pay everything that you want, and he is the most selfish man on planet Earth. I don't know how this work. Y'all gotta tell me this. All of a sudden, Anthony is the most selfish man alive, but he's paying Shayla's rent. Him are the most selfish man, but him a pay her rent. That's correct. Legitimize or not, him still have forgot basically. Him still have a pay whatever it is. He's paying her rent. Man still up here. He's paying her rent, him pay her light, him pay her water, but he's the most selfish man around. This is what I'm saying, that I think we're just running with the narrative at this point. It's almost like we just have a narrative for Anthony, and it's like we're not sure what we're mad at right now. All people have to hold on to is Anthony and Amber. Them people are so sure what we are getting mad for Anthony for at this point. We're not even quite sure. I mean, partly from the fact that sometimes him is a clown. But outside of that, we're not even sure what we're upset about. Denisha has more sense than the rest of the 9 dumb birds on there. Exactly. Shayla is the reason that Amber and Anthony broke up. Exactly. It's just, I don't, friends, me no know. The fact is, you put Amber through just as much as Anthony did. Correct. But she gets to ride off into the sunset with Amber. She gets to do all of the things that with Amber just the same. And she gets to be looked at as she didn't do anything. Anthony gets to be looked at as the only one in it. It's just, I'm just showing you. I mean, I tell you, I think we're at a stage where we're not even sure. We're never sure what we're upset with Anthony about right now. The Anthony narrative is so lost, it's not even funny. Because now, we're just upset. We're just upset. We don't know why. And I'm not telling you he's the greatest guy in the world. That's not what I'm telling you. But when you watch him with Shayla and you listen to Shayla, you're like, what?
You only care about you.
You know what, Cheryl? I love you. Even when you're upset, petty, bitter, delusional, I still love you.
I'm none of the above. I'm never defined by what you call me, Anthony.
Okay.
And I don't care about
fine.
what you say.
That's fine.
And I don't care about your words. I care about your actions. See, you rushing out my door to what? Go to your house where you're living with a woman that moved in with you that you just met with a fake booty.
Hey,
like,
watch your mouth.
see, exactly. You'll take up for things that you care about for the moment.
What are we talking about? I don't understand. Maybe I lose it. Maybe I've lost it. Hold on. Is 7,000 too much or just right for a baby party? What do y'all think? What do y'all think, y'all? It's just I don't know, friends. I don't know. Right now, some of the times when we discuss the Anthony thing, I'm not even sure what we are discussing. It's just I'm lost. Sometimes when we're discussing the Anthony thing, I get lost now because Anthony having a baby with Sheila is over, and I don't know what I'm battling. I don't know what I'm talking about. It me feel like we're just a talk at some point. It's just, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Is it too much? Just right? One thing, $7,000, baby party. Baby party. Y'all saw the party last year. The party was trash. Y'all saw this party last year. The party was trash. Man, I don't know, you know? But I know. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I'm losing it. Last year, them pay $15,000 for the birthday party. Just so you see it, I'm just going to show it to y'all so you can see it. I'm just going to show this to you. $15,000 was the cost of this. I want you just to see. I just want you to take a look on the birthday party. $15,000. $15,000. $15,000. One big hall that them in, $15,000. This was it. This was the birthday party, some cowboy theme style, a bunch of balloons, $15,000. $15,000. This little boy don't remember any of this party. Him don't remember any of this party. I just want y'all to see this. I just want to look on this because I feel like, no, friends, I feel like it's just, anybody could have put on them bunch of straw. Them could have get some straw from out of the fields and put that down. Anybody, hold on. Anybody could have put on these straws. Anybody could have put It's just, I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I can talk about now with Anthony is that Anthony is stupid for not legitimizing Kai. That's the only thing I can talk about. That's what me upset about. But the monies them that Kai get, it's unfair for we talk about it. It now start become unfair. It now get unfair. It no make no sense. But let me read what y'all say. Last year the birthday party looked like less than $1,500. Thank you very much. $15,000 just for date Woody Woodpecker. $2,000. Kai doesn't even have friends. Him never got to daycare. She says she sent him to daycare for $4,000. We haven't seen him in one uniform. Him don't remember nothing. It was trash for $15,000. That's what I mean when I say, hey, people are like, no, it don't make no sense. Again, another birthday party for a baby that doesn't even have friends. Him not even have friends. To be honest, it's not Anthony, it's Shayla's mother who is creating this person of Shayla. But Shayla doing part of it too. Why hasn't Kai been? I don't know. That's the part I'm upset with TTG mom. I'm upset at the part. End the storyline with Anthony being Kai's father. Let Sheila and Angelina fall on their faces. It's too much for a 2-year-old. And you can't even pay rent. Oh, good gosh. Please, say it again. She can't even pay rent. It just, friends, look here. You know O'Neill. O'Neill fear and O'Neill not a problem arguing things. But come on now. The party is not an argument. The party is not. Anthony have a big backyard. And you want to tell me them couldn't keep it there? Them could have put the bouncer boat in the back of the yard. Them could have do whatever it is. They had a pool there. It's way too much. Way too much. Big bucks to the others for the birthday party so Anthony can give the same. Like what? What you mean? Like what? Him giving $7,000 for your baby birthday party fee. When you say give more, like what? To do what? I don't think Anthony mind spending the money is why I'm spending it on. It's just maybe O'Neill brain smushed or something like that. Listen to Angelina.
$20,000 is too much for him. Since when? First of all, Anthony is crazy as they come. I bet you it's that little witch that he has over at the house because see,
I just want y'all to pay attention and make sure you look at the honeypot girl because that's the cake right now. That's what's taking the cake in all of this. The honeypot girl is the one that's doing it for me in this entire scene because she not play.
I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna take it away. Honey, that's what God is my source and God is your source.
Exactly. And you know what? We got into a little tussle because I'm like, you're not gonna take my child out of here if you're taking things away from him.
That is crazy.
For no reason, Mom.
No. There's a reason there, Shayla. I need you to focus in on this because it's this little girl that he's laying up with. And I bet you she has been in his ear because she doesn't want to split with the bread. Mm-hmm. She figures her new son has a room. Baby daddy is in the wind somewhere. Do you understand that? Mm. What we do not do is allow another lowlife to come in and think they're going to take what's yours, especially when you are the mother of a man's only child. Mm. That's number one. Number two, Anthony has a new thought coming because we will have a party. Yeah. And it will be $20,000 or more if we see fit. And he will pay it.
He says he's not paying it. Then he gonna snatch Kai and run out of here like he was, I don't know. And then he gonna tell me, don't ever in your life that he gonna take my son away from me.
Listen to this foolishness. Listen to this nonsense. Okay, let me just say this. This narrative, right? Because there's a narrative that Anthony is not staying with his son. Let me just say this. There is also the flip side of this where every time Anthony comes for Kai, him can't get him because look here, I don't know. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I'm losing it. But let me read y'all's comments, friends. Tamara is so two-faced. Denisha helped her and she couldn't even defend her. They just want to spend up Anthony's money. Why don't they even invest themselves? I'm sure Anthony will invest. Exactly. You know, Anthony would appreciate it if Shayla really said, hey, I want to do some business. He would have helped her. But she just does nothing. Shayla always lying. Honeypot hasn't stopped to defend her friend. No. I agree, O'Neill. Denisha is her friend. But you see, people are using Anthony's money to verify how much to spend on the party instead of blessing the party and the child. That's what it is. Daycare, pay the rent. Anthony should give her $2,000 for the party, $20,000 for the party, pay half of her rent. Not half, all of the rent. Not half, all of the rent. Tamira is fake. Honeypot isn't about nothing. No, you sit down and take notes, Honeypot. This is where you girls get her info. This is where she get her info. Anthony can give others $20,000 on their birthday party, but he can't do the same for Kai. He has done a lot of monies for Kai. He's still pay. Fair. Anthony's paying the rent. Fair. Anthony is paying everything inside the house. Everything. When Anthony give one money for a birthday party to Denisha's mother, Anthony's not paying them bills right now. And even if he was, the fact still remains. He's paying for his son to live. And that not enough. No, man, we are get unfair now. Now we start get weird in the clothes. We in the weeds now. We in the weeds right now. Me tell you, the Anthony argument right now to me makes no sense. Anthony is paying for everything. Everything. He pays for them to eat. He pay for them to sleep. He pay for them to travel. He pay anything. If Shayla's car broke down right now, Anthony will have to pay for her car. Every food in them house, Anthony paying for it. Even when she carry him on over there and feed him, she's paying for that right now. Anthony pays for the schooling. And we are costing about 7,000. I don't know. Maybe O'Neal miss it. O'Neal, trust me, O'Neal miss it. I realize I get it, man. I get it. I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. I just miss it. The narrative no make no sense. The narrative no make no sense. It makes no sense. None. The narrative is Anthony is not doing enough. And the narrative no make no sense to me right now. I'm baffled by the narrative. I am baffled. Honey Pot needs a place to stay. It's just a dumb competition these females have keep having. He's done enough for his son. It's foolishness. Kai look healthy to me. Shayla can't even have isn't Anthony's wife. He's a fool for paying the rent, but he's paying it. In reality, when I received child support, I paid for my son's needs and my bills out of the money. And he's paying that. And on top of that, whatever it is. Margaret, thank you very much. But the man, it's not like he's not paying for things, he's paying for it. A man gone and him pick up the slack. But him is a deadbeat. I don't know. I'm sorry, friends. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. But wait a sec. Talk to me. Maybe Anthony gives to no bloodline party. Do the same for Kai Dalton. Anthony's a great father. It's just, I just don't know. O'Neal, Shayla and Angelina fans just trying to annoy you. It must be. Maybe O'Neal lose it. Tamira just kissing up to Shayla so she can have somewhere to stay. So it looked like the only part really homeless to true. Check this out.
It's like, you're the one doing the takeaway. Wait a minute. He doesn't even have a room for my grandson over there. Mm-hmm. And yet he thinks that he can sit in here and tell somebody what they're not going to do? Mm-hmm. You know what? When he reached down into the hood booger bag of hose and
Honeypot girl has to witness, but she was the same one telling us how Anthony is terrible. I want y'all to pay close attention to the Honeypot girl face. Pay attention to the Honeypot girl face because it's crazy. Look at the Honeypot girl's face as if she never know this is what goes on over here. When she was siding with Shayla and telling the world how terrible Anthony was, I want you to pay attention to her face. I can't bother.
pulled out Denisha.
Nothing. Nothing.
Thought he hit the lottery, but the man isn't even divorced. So that should tell you right there where his mind is. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You never let a man ever have dominion over you. You make your own money and you make your own plans. Mm-hmm. You got that? Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, ma'am. Because any man that'll give you a nickel will try to take back a dime, and he'll try to get it out of your soul. Mm. And you don't ever pay the cost. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Listen to me. The Honeypot girl sat down and watched this the entire time. The entire time she said nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing. Tamira is... it's... Would they kick Honeypot out? Would they kick Honeypot out for any defense. I believe that we kick out honey pot. The question is this: would they toss the honey pot girl out if she said something? Yeah. would they toss out the honey pot girl if she said something? Honey pot in her mind just said, I saw you grow. They will kick her out in a heartbeat. Yes, Tamira needs to move. Why does Wayne offer the apartment? Why does Wayne offer an apartment? She need to use her money and spend on an apartment though. She can. Wait. Was Anthony divorced when Shayla went in on him? No. I think that Shayla really in more of a hoe than Denisha. Exactly. Exactly. Now, if somebody has been talking about Mr. Honeypot girl, she'd be big mad if Denisha didn't stand up for. If somebody was talking about all of this mess about the Honeypot girl, she would be upset. Tamira is full of it. Is Tamira fake? That's the question. Interesting. Is Tamira fake? Big question. Big question right now. Y'all are making me ask these questions because that's a good question. Y'all think Tamira fake? Is Tamira fake, friends? Is Tamira fake? No, it's just, I don't know. Can't stand a fake chick. O'Neal, leave Tamira alone. She got to eat because she ain't cooking none. They sure will kick her to the curb. O'Neal, look who is talking to women that rob her husband, making him feel like he's paying back a loan with return money because that's how they are. But the sour pot girl has been over here, J-Dub, understanding what's going on. Tamira is shocked. I mean, know why she's shocked, you know? As if she don't know what this is. Cannot stand a fake chick. Honeypot girl tearing up the food. Angelina is the leader of the delusional camp. I'm disappointed in Honeypot for sticking with these girls. So tired of these hood booger clowns. At this point, I believe Tamira is no friend to anyone but Shayla. That's what it is. She's okay with all of this. And hey, I tried to say it, but people did say O'Neal was being mean. Tamira is the mama talking about girl. That's what she's looking like. It's terrible. Tamira, just watch and be silent. She has been kicked out before and she never left. Yep. Tamira needs to move. I don't know why she don't move. I just don't know why Tamira doesn't move at all. Come on. Our breakfast getting cold. I don't know, man. Honeypot's reaction in the snake spit is priceless. Honey fake girl. Now Honeypot really is getting very, very fake. I'm gonna be honest. She's getting fake. The Honeypot girl I get fake. It is what it is. I mean, the Honeypot girl is giving me fake. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for saying this. Honeypot girl I give me fake. The Honeypot girl is starting to give me fake. She give me fake right now. Fake. Extremely fake. Extremely fake. Yeah. Anywho, friends, let's jump along inside of the series. So this was what happened today. Anthony gets some good from, Denisha. It must have been he must not get none in a long time. That's what some people were saying. He wasn't getting any. Now, O'Neal, T is my girl. However, she's fake for this. She could have at least gotten up and left the room. That's what I thought as well too. It's Shan Renee, but she never left. She stayed there and took all of it. It was extremely fake. It surprised all me. But part of it as well to It's Shan Renee, I think I sat there and I said, you know what? I'm glad she saw this. Because she can't say she never seen it before. When she was making those remarks about Anthony, at least now she knows what's going on. She has no... You can't say you haven't seen it. All right, so friends, look here. Wayne has decided he wants to return the sheep back, okay? Let's jump into this. Wayne has decided he's going to return the sheep. There comes a time when you must return the sheep. There comes a time when you've got to return the sheep. Okay? And I think Wayne has reached that point. It's time for him to return the sheep. Let's get into this. There comes a time. Should Wayne return? Is it time? There comes a time when you have to return the sheep. Give it back to its rightful owner. Just do what you got to do. Give back the sheep. Give the sheep back. I'm just... Please put some sheep inside of the chat for me, friends. Just can you please put some sheep in the chat? Please put some sheep in the chat. If y'all think Wayne should return the sheep, put some sheep inside the chat for me, please. If y'all think Wayne should return the sheep, put some sheep in the chat for me. There comes a time when you have to return the sheep. Y'all know how it works, friends. Hey, listen. If people say them want them sheep back, give it back to them. Give it back, friends. Give the sheep back. Dan came for his sheep. He wants the sheep back. Give it back to him. Just, I don't want the problems. I just don't want the problems with all this thing with the sheep. Return the sheep. Return the sheep, please. Just return it. That's all you got to do. You don't need to go through all of this. Just give the sheep back. There's no more problem. Okay, so Lauren had this bright idea, which I'm glad she had, because I felt like Wayne was playing too many games and he needed, let me say this unequivocally, he needed the phone call. He needed to hear what Dan said, because he's been playing games. He was going to try to play the little circle games them as if him don't know he's a star. Yes. So because him needed this, I'm happy he got this phone call today. I'm going to work this phone call. She decided she'll call Dan, and I'm happy she called Dan. I am happy.
I just wanted to make it very clear that I do not want you coming anywhere near Wayne and his family and his house and any of that ever again.
I mean, well, what you doing at Wayne's house anyway?
Dan, there really is no more questions that need to be asked. At this point, we had what we had. We don't have that anymore. And I just want to make it very clear that I do not want you around this man and his house and all of that, okay? We've already done everything we've done. We've experienced everything that we could together. You've made it very clear where you stand. I make it very clear where I stand. I need you to stay where you're at.
Listen, I'm not...
This was our biggest mistake. Biggest mistake was trying to see if you can flex on Dan. It was not going to work. Give the sheep back. Give it back. Give it back.
Trying to hear all of that. You shouldn't even be over there. So...
Dan, I'm not your girl. There's nothing that you can say at this point.
And I'm not your girl. What do you mean? Who you? Is that?
I'm here with Wayne. You're on speaker, and I'm making it very clear.
I don't know. Let me see y'all's comments, because I want to know what y'all thought of this, because she thought this was going to work. And this is just not going there. Lauren is going to get with Dan to scam Wayne. I believe that. The kinder, I do believe that. I'm watching. I was noticing that Lauren had to set out to catch Wayne to see what she could get. However, somewhere along the line, I think she fell for Wayne's foolishness. This heifer, Lauren, like the attention of Dan. She does. She likes the attention. I was trying to tell people this, that she likes the attention of Dan, and they weren't getting what I was saying. But don't worry, I'm going to show it to you. I think Miss Grant credited O'Neill and said, O'Neill, I see what you're talking about. And I said, pay attention to it. That's why I told you it's not a DV case. This girl was playing games. Did she really think that calling Dan would have changed something? Lauren thought that she was in charge of the show. She's not in charge of the show. Dan is not doing anything at all. That's what Dan is. Thank you. Dan is funny. She's trying to pull an Anthony on Wayne, and it didn't work. Her sheep brain just... You know what? Carry on.
Do you want to end up in jail? Do you want to end up in jail? I don't understand what your point is.
I'm telling you, I'm ready to go as far as I can. Like,
You've already done that. That's the whole point. There's nowhere else to go. It's over.
If that's what it takes, it ain't over. And you said
Oh
that.
my God.
I never agreed to
This
it
has to be a
being
joke.
over. Yeah,
I don't care what you agreed to. It's done. Please.
And I don't care what you say. So you need to just leave Wayne house and don't cause no trouble, because
I'm telling you, Dan, you're the one who needs to not cause any more trouble. I'm not kidding. Please.
I'm not playing with you. I'm letting you know. I don't accept that. You said that. I never agreed to those.
She gave Wayne a freebie. She gave him a freebie. Seriously. Like, let me read y'all's comments, because y'all are off the chains. This man said, as far as he can. They keep playing with Wayne. They will both end up in jail. Lauren loves everything about Dan. In some twisted way, he makes her feel relevant. I'm telling you. Wayne looked nervous. He does look nervous, Teresa. I do agree with that. She lost her mind. Took an L, and look at Wayne's face. Did you see how Wayne closed his eyes and said, no, I got I went back into the room? Lauren is not so smart, calling to think Danny would change something. This was not going to change anything. Exactly, Deontay. I don't know what you think this would have changed, but that's what I'm talking about. This is what happens, okay? Again, Wayne is bringing the sheep back. Wayne is taking the sheep back. Wayne doesn't want the sheep. He's decided he's going to hand it back over. That's what he said he's going to do. I'm tired for dealing with the sheep. Friends, sometimes you got to bring the sheep back. Sometimes you have to bring it back. Listen to me. You get the sheep and, you know what I mean? Like you thought the sheep was going to do something, and then you got to bring it back. Take it back. This better be a breeze. Bring it back. Just take it back. Wayne took the sheep. Sometimes you just gotta, friends, sometimes you gotta, please, if you ladies have a man and you've taken another woman's sheep, please, friends, bring the sheep back. Just bring it back. Bring it back. You know what I mean? Bring it back. Do not, just bring it back, okay? Take it back.
Well, you need to agree to it now.
That's what I meant, forever. So I'm not going nowhere.
Dan, I'm telling you right now, don't.
If you don't want me showing up there, you might as well leave.
Look. Friends, I think Deontay reviews, I hope you're in here, because I want to know, Deontay, was this a message from God? It's just, if Wayne continues with this foolishness, I'm telling you right now, he is in a lot of trouble. Was this a message from God, friends? Like, I mean, messages like this, it's just, you can't get it no much clearer than this. Was this a message from God? Look, I know we don't say this often in the skits, but I'm telling y'all, this was, it's got to be a message. You can't get the message no much clearer than, it's like a message. Y'all can't tell me this is not a message from God. That's why she never told Wayne about Dan, because she knew once she did, he'll be back in the position she's in now. She knows exactly what she's doing. Exactly. Yes, Lauren likes Dan. I'm telling y'all, I tried to tell people and people said, no, she doesn't like him. All right, don't worry. I'll wait. It's a very clear message from God. I think this is one of the most, it's one of the funniest, but at the same point, it's a clear sign. Dan is a constant word in and deed. It's just what it is. No Wayne can give her the Shenshia hit her run. Wayne likes to have the cat on deck. Lauren is the last source. I'm telling you, she's going to be the last source right now. She's going at the bottom of the deck. You cannot bring her up first. Dan has been missing the sheep posters all over the neighborhood. I'm going to have to put that up, man. Lauren is just upset that her scamming plan did not work out. Yes. She's upset because it never worked. That's what it is. That's why she never tell. I agree with you, Deborah. She didn't say anything at all. Take back the sheep, man. Take the sheep back. Take it back. Take it back, man. Take back the sheep. Sometimes you got to give it back, friends. Give back the sheep. Give the sheep back. What's going on, Eva? Give the sheep back. Man, if I was when I would have keep knocking that from time to time. You have to watch it when you knock it though, because you don't want Dan show up though. O'Neal, this heifer is desperate. I bet she'll put, you know, I think she's going to pull the pregnancy card. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that.
I'm telling you now, Dan, don't do it.
Okay, I'm not playing about you. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to lose. I invested in you too much to let this happen. This not happening, so you might as well.
Okay, all right, whatever. Don't show up. I'm telling you now. Okay, bye.
All right, I like this comment that Lauren may pull the pregnancy card. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all believe she'll pull the pregnancy card? Because I can see it. Will Lauren pull the pregnancy card? O'Neal, you never throw away a spear. You only use it once. The man says a spear. Some spears, gentlemen, you don't want to go after. I had a spear and it wasn't much of a spear. Somebody have to get rid of it, basically. Sometimes I have to put a spear down, my friends. Sometimes I have to get rid of it. Sometimes you need to get rid of that spear because it's not the best thing for you to have. I'm just saying. Come on, y'all know this. Don't act like you don't know, saying every spear is a good spear. Yeah. Yeah, and every spear is a good spear. So listen to her talk about Dan.
I need to fight him, but I'm saying that you should stay, and if you really cared about me, you would still be.
Listen to this, for those who don't know, who kept saying Dan was crazy. Listen to Lauren, and you will find out what is happening. Listen to this. Pay attention. This way you know Lauren's true feelings.
To say.
And you're blaming me for that? That I have a cycle? No, it's not my fault that he's coming after me.
Yeah, it's not my fault either. You blaming me for wanting to get away from that situation because you got a psycho on the loose. I got a lot to lose, girl. No.
I'm not blaming you, but the fact that you are showing me that he cares about me more than you do, like, I don't
showing
understand.
that.
Yes, if you cared about me, then you would stay and you would understand.
You heard that? You heard what she said? The fact that you're showing me that he cares more about me than you do. In other words, she knows Dan cares. This is what I was telling y'all. That it was not a DV case. Dan is not as crazy as they're making him to be. The woman has basically made Dan think he had a chance. That's what people are not seeing. They make it look like Dan is just on the loose. She made it seem as though Dan stood a chance. That's what I was trying to tell people. This heifer is selfish. She wants Wayne to risk his family and his life. Correct? Yes. Wayne, who will who pregnant for who? For Dan? Wayne will say that Lauren is capable of doing anything, but pretending to be pregnant is not going to work with Wayne. He keeps plan B on deck. Followed by a doctor visit. Fake pregnancy is the oldest trick in the book. If she does that, that's truly desperate. That's it. Take it back. Wayne is encouraging Lauren as well, instead of leaving Lauren completely alone. So I think, Faye, after this, I think he's leaving her alone. I think so. Liverpool, the pregnancy scam. Plastic belly and all. A spear, not a donut. That's correct. That's what I'm telling him. Listen to what she's saying here, so friends. Well, Lauren is a scammer, so she can use the pregnancy. I believe she would. I don't think that she will. And as I'm sure that she knows that Wayne is smarter than that, but she probably will try though. All Wayne have to say is thank you and keep it moving. Hopefully, she won't lie on her mother again. She's going to plot against Wayne somehow. She's foul. She's going to do it. O'Neill, I thought Dan was going to mention the $40,000. No. She'll do anything to get that bag from Wayne. How many times does this man have to say, I have nothing to lose? Exactly, I have nothing to lose. It's just nasty. Hitting that unguarded. Yes, she's desperate. She better not. I hope not. But not the pregnancy card. Yes, no. Somebody says Dan needs to put a chip on his sheep. No, she won't put the pregnancy card. Y'all are something else, you know. I caught that she's still entertaining Dan's ridiculousness. She likes him. I was trying to tell people Lauren likes Dan. I was trying to tell people that. Lauren likes Dan in a crazy way. There's something about Dan that she likes. Dan is the only man that will chase her. Him like her for her. He likes her. Genuinely like her. In a crazy way. She like him. Some way, somehow, Dan exhibits something that she likes. Just listen to her. She wants Wayne to want her, but she likes Dan. Or she likes something about Dan. And that's what I was trying to tell people.
For that I have a cycle.
No,
it's not my fault that he's coming after me.
It's not my fault either. You blaming me for wanting to get away from that situation because you got a psycho on the loose? I got a lot to lose, girl. No.
I'm not blaming you, but the fact that you are showing me that he cares about me more than you do, like, I don't
showing
understand.
You that.
Yes, if you cared about me, then you would stay and you would understand.
Man, I ain't gonna fight that big goddamn grown man for nothing.
I'm not saying that you need to fight him, but I'm saying that you should stay. And if you really cared about me, you would still be with me.
Yeah. I care about you, but guess who else I care about too? Me. I love me.
She's nuts. She's nuts. She's crazy. When I saw this, it was nuts. Then she said Dan basically is messing up her life because she had this scene of her alone talking to Dan. I know y'all saw that she was talking to Dan. She said Dan making her life miserable. Dan is her man. Y'all who were thinking Dan was not her man. I was trying to tell you guys this. Dan is her man. That's what y'all didn't see. Dan her man.
Lauren, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I'm just trying to do my best to make you happy. It's like you don't even know how happy I am with, you know, like I don't get it. Like, you just got me so confused right now. Like, I don't think you see what I see. I'm trying to help you see what I see, because I know you have to feel what I feel. I know I'm not the only one feeling this by myself.
You are. That's my whole point. You really are.
You're just tripping about Wayne. You're just tripping about Wayne. He's not gonna love you like me. He's not gonna treat you. He's not gonna treat you like I treat you. Trust me.
He won't love you like I do. If he did, he would not break your heart. Dum, 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 dum. He don't love you. Dan is 100% right. He's a simp. I mean, ma'am, she needs. Wayne ain't that guy. Lauren is playing games. While in Miami, Lauren told Dan that he was her man, correct. And people missed it, Teresa. They made it look like she not sleep with Dan. She not give Dan some of the pum pum. They made it look as though Dan was just acting crazy for no reason. And I said, she has led the man on. No. Is Dan a simp? Yes. Is Dan out of his mind? Yes, to an extent. But Lauren has caused some of this. Actually, Wayne does not treat her like Dan does. Dan bought her everything that she wanted and gave her everything. Yes. Yes, she wants other men to do this, but Dan is the guy that has done this. Restraining order, but she's calling him and haven't blocked him. Exactly. She don't mean none of what she's saying. That's what I was trying to tell people on Saturday when I slid into her DMs. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Dan, tell her. She's calling him. She said, Dan, judgment cloudy. Let me get out to it.
You don't even need to be over there right now.
Dan, it doesn't matter where I am. You don't need to be worried about any of that. I need you to just move on.
I can't move on, Lauren. Like, I can't. Like, you just understand, like, how much I got invested. You think I'm just going to move on like that? I just can't. I'm too invested. I'm just trying to help you see clearly, because clearly...
I do see clearly. I do. The only thing that I see that's clear is that you and I are not going to be a thing anymore. And I need you to understand that.
You hear that? Anymore. Anymore. I'm just saying, man, listen to her. Don't say our judgment cloudy. I'm going to get it.
I'm sorry, Dan. I just...
Your judgment is cloudy right now.
Friends, her judgment is just cloudy. Y'all have to understand, her judgment is just cloudy right now. I'm telling you. Her judgment is cloudy. That's what it is. Look here, that's all it is. Her judgment is cloudy. Come on. The BBL of our judgment. Y'all need to stop. I swear. Lord, Dan always calls out both of them. Them cloudy. Lauren judgment is cloudy. That's what it is, cloudy. All of them bags done bought her. Man, come on now. Who is going to win, the cat or the dog? Because Dan doesn't care. Lauren is playing with Dan's feelings. Not good. Thin line between love and hate. Lauren may have never had a man to fight for her in a healthy way. So what Dan is doing makes her feel wanted because Lauren has never had a man to fight for her. Exactly. And Dan is fighting for her. Her judgment cloudy right now. Her judgment is cloudy.
That you and I are not going to be a thing anymore. And I need you to understand that. I'm sorry, Dan. I just...
Your judgment is cloudy right now. You know, you just need a little assistance right now. So just let me...
And that's why Wayne had to give Dan back his sheep. Dan has to... Listen to me. Wayne had to give Dan back his sheep because give the man back his sheep. Give it back, man. Give it back. This is why you got some friends. Give people back them sheep. I don't want to hear it. Give people back their sheep. Give the sheep back. Give the sheep back. Give the sheep back. Her judgment is cloudy right now. This is what's going on. Y'all remember Titanic. This is how Dan is willing to fight for her. Dan is willing to fight for... Y'all remember Titanic, right? Look there. This is Dan right there up on the boat. That's Dan. There he is, right there, so. That's your boy Dan. This is how much Dan will fight for her. Jack! 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 Wake up, Jack! 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 Jack!
More fire!
Wake up! Wake up, Jack! Jack! Jack!
Jack. Jack.
Dan! Dan! That's the voice! What do you mean? This is how much Dan loves her. Friends, it's a love story. He may be crazy, but that's your boy Dan right there. That's the levels of love. You have to understand this love. Dan has a different type of love for her. Dan loves her. He loves her. He loves her. Every night in my dreams, I see you.
The only thing that I see that's clear is that you and I are not going to be a thing anymore, and I need you to understand that. I'm sorry, Dan. I just
your judgment is cloudy right now. You know, you just need a little assistance right now. So just let me help you see clearly, because I'm not.
Dan, I don't need any help. I'm sorry. Please just stay away.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Friends, Dan is able to see. Yes, sir, what do you want to say about it? It is a very funny, weird love story. And I like the story. I just like the story. I don't know. It's very refreshing. And they've asked me about this story, and I want to know from y'all. Do you like this dance story? Do you like this dance story? I can see clearly now the Wayne is gone. So, do you like this dance story? I want to know, y'all, friends. Want to like the dance story, or want to think it just... I like that. I love the dance story. I think the dance story was a good break from the Daltons for a while, because the Daltons start to get very overplayed. So I like the story. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the dance story. I like the story. They will leave the skit happy and free. I like the story. Dan needs Lauren's vision to be sunny. Exactly. He needs it. I feel like the story is one of those. It's like a break from us watching the Daltons. And I appreciated what they tried to do with the story. I mean, at first I thought it was like a DV story. But then as time went by, them showed me it wasn't DV. It was just basically a thriller. It's a comedy thriller, basically. That's what it was. At the end of the day, they tried an experiment with the script. Very edgy. Very, very edgy, right? But eventually they pulled it off. You saw that Dan really wasn't... He really wasn't trying to be abusive in just nutty. You know what I mean? And she's just nutty for what she's doing, but she's a scammer. You could have seen the clear line of the, whatever it was. So I like it. I like the story. But I don't know. I like the story. Personally, it was very different from the Dalton story. Honestly. Lauren is trapped in the closet, episode 1 to 23. Yes, the Dan story is a good story. I like the Dan, not Lauren. I want her gone and keep Dan. I can't lie. They made the Dan too funny. They made him funny. I like the Dan story. The Dan is the man. David and Goliath, Wayne, Dan, David and Goliath is Dan and Lauren. It's the little rock that David sling at Goliath. Basically, Wayne has leaned back to Dan. Basically, yes, I do. The storm is over now by R. Kelly. I don't know. I love the story, friends. I like the story. I feel like it was a good attempt. Honestly, it's very funny. It's one of the funniest skits in a long time. I believe it's one of the funniest skits. It's a love story. That's what it is. A funny love story. It's weird and it's edgy. But Wayne needs an applause for this. I don't know. How much would you give this out of 10? How much you give this out of 10, friends? Out of 10, what do you got? What y'all got? I like the story. Honestly, I like this. I think they really surprised me. They have experimented with a script and I like it. I just like it. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to finish it, but at the end of the day, it's the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Some way, somehow, they've worked it. I think it worked. It worked. It worked, you know. Lauren and Dan is a break from the Amber acting. Thank you. Like she's going to be on the podcast, but she's a Corey that wants the others to support her. Wayne met his match using the scripture for his own means. Wayne is whatever it is. 10. O'Neal, I predicted this back when Lauren and Wayne started flirting. Dan is going to trip. Yeah. 10, 9. Someone says 5, 9. 10 out of 10. I just like it. 8 out of 10. Yes. What do you give it? Dan's character, 7. Lauren, 0. 8. 10. It's triggering, but it needs to be addressed. It is triggering. I won't say it's not triggering. It is. But I feel like they tried to play it very, very funny because they eventually tried to show you that she also likes him. But she's making it look like she don't like him. You know what I mean? Like it. There are parts that could trigger you. I do see that. Which one? Have I read your comment wrong? Thank you, Angela. Hold on. I think I read your comment wrong. Give me one moment. David and Goliath. Wayne is David. Goliath is Dan. Lauren is a little rock that David sling at Goliath. Basically, Wayne has leaned back to Dan. So Wayne is David and Goliath is Dan. That's what you're saying. Interesting. Lauren is a little rock. So a little rock, use a little rock. Boom. Okay. I see what you're saying. I get it. 10 out of 10. I like the use of the biblical story to explain the storyline. I don't like Lauren. I do like Dan. 10. I'm ready for Delisha to be exposed by Shayla. Jack, you don't give it nothing. 0, 0. Did I have the story better? People who live at the dark lifestyle love different. They do. Lauren is playing the role of Lucinda. 10, 10. Very funny, and Lauren is blind and cannot see that she did not sound the alarm and tell anyone about Dan. I like it. I just like the story 100%. I like the story, however, I don't see the comedy in it. The comedy is, they try to make it as comedic as possible. They're trying to tell you it's not as serious as it is. That's what they're trying to tell you. So they started out one way, but eventually they changed it. If you notice, they changed it. If you notice, they started out one way, and I know what you're saying, but they eventually changed it. They tried to show you that it wasn't as serious as you wanted to think it was. It's weird. I'm going to be honest with you. It's very weird, but eventually they showed it to you that they weren't being serious. I'm going to show you when I realize it wasn't serious. I'm going to show you when. Give me a moment. I'm going to show you something. So when Delicia pops up, right? So Delicia pops up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to show you the part when Delicia pops up to get away from. I'm going to show you why I'm going to say eventually I realized it wasn't like as serious as we thought it was. I'm going to show you some pieces in there. And again, these stories are not easy to tell. You have to think about old-time comedy, right? I think Wayne was going for old-time comedy, like Martin. They used to show a lot of things on Martin and other those skits. So they tried. But, you know, the new age says as long as you hold on to a woman, basically is an assault and all of that. So you know how that works. You know what I mean? I get it. You know, I get it. You can get triggered, but I don't think that's what they were playing. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to show you what I mean. That's why Lauren, when I went into her DM, she told me, O'Neal, just watch a story. That's not what it is. And I said, okay. All right. She said, that's not what it is. That's not what the story is. I'm going to show you something when I realize that, you know what, this cannot be. This can't be a DV story. I'm going to show you something. I know it's triggering now, but I'm going to show you when I realize that the story is not really a DV story. Look at this moment when she tries to run out and Dan holds on to, Lauren holds on to Dan. I want you to look at this. Look at that. Look at that right there. Do you see that? Now, if this was a DV story, Dan would have pushed this woman down a long time. Should have been pushed down. That's when I realized the story was not a DV story. However, they were towing the line very, very close. But when I realized it wasn't, I'm like, well, they would have shown a scene of him basically tossing Delisa to the side. But they didn't show that. This is when I realized the story was just, oh, okay, so it's just comic. Basically, it's comic relief. Like, there's no way. Think about it logically. If I'm in heat and it's a DV story, I probably would have pushed this woman down a long time. That's what it is. I would have already pushed this woman down. If I was out to beat Lauren, if that's what I was trying to do, I would have pushed her down a long time. How she hold on Pandan, we don't know. See? Would have pushed her down a long time. So they show the BBL running, which I show you in slow motion, with a whole pile of BBL. They show you all of that deliberately with her bare feet. I'm giving it the comedy that they're trying to give. The whole heap of comedy, them give all of that with the BBL. They gave you the BBL in slow motion. Let me give the playback speed very slow. Let's take the BBL in motion. They gave you the BBL extremely slow. Right here. Slow motion the BBL. Just so you could see that. This was all comedy. All of this was just the BBL. That's what they gave you. All of this was comedy. People were clowning the BBL. Then she looked like she's scared. Dan looked like him doing something. All he does is he does the same thing he does all the time, which is him hold on to her. Nothing. That's it. Nothing. Then he turns around the sequence. Boom. Them spray him. Boom. He goes to the ground. And that's the sequence. That's the sequence. Dan never come back. Dan never knocked the door. You know what I mean? Her eyes weren't black. So they tried to play it as close as possible, friend. It's more of a comedic story. That's really what it really is. Dan is more of like a comedic character, but they're trying to make the comedy as best as possible. Yeah, y'all know how it was back in the 90s and when Martin used to say same thing them. And Martin used to tell Gina to get the step in and all sort of something and him do all sort of different things and whatever it is. Say him I go beat Pam, him with gallop Pam and him I go saggle. You know, y'all know how it is. So that's what it is, man. I just, hey, I like it. I like the story. But I get it. It can trigger some people. I don't want to diminish people's trauma, but I'm just saying that's not what the story is. Anywho, friends, I don't want to spend long on here. I've gone my time, friends. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Write us. Thank you very much for what you're doing. I'm going to talk to y'all soon, friends. Have a wonderful evening. I love you all. Keep tuning in. I love you very, very much.
Welcome to the O'Neal Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.